So here we are. This is my new Tesla Model 3. Well, not my new Tesla Model 3. It's a loaner that I got from Tesla while my Model 3 is in the shop. It's the 2025. Yeah, the Tesla Model 3. Let's get into it. Oh, actually, the Tesla Model 3. Tap in. So, quick story. So, I got this loaner from Tesla, from the Tesla dealership. Brought my car in because on the dash, it kept saying vehicle shutting down, please safely pull over. It was still driving okay, it would still get to point A, point B, but obviously I was not gonna rent it out like that. And that warning dash came up, I was still driving it. And then with Tesla, you gotta book your appointment through the app. I think you could do a walk-in. I think there's kind of like a line, but when I went in, I already had my appointment booked, talked to the people. First thing, all right, we got you locked in. We're gonna get you a loaner. I wasn't expecting to get a loaner because I'm just like, all right, I know everything is under warranty and everything like that, but it wasn't even, yeah, it's gonna take this amount of time. It was just, all right, let me just set you up with a loaner and we'll give you the update on your car and everything like that. So yeah, so here I am with the loaner, the Tesla Model 3 2025. And all black, kind of like matching what I got. I would like to say there's not really that much of a big difference. The body style is subtly different. I mean, you can tell if you have them both side by side, but the shape, I think the shape is pretty much the same, but they just kind of modernized it, gave it more distinct. Like it's not a eyeball for the headlights now. It's kind of more sleek, kind of like more carish design. But still, all in all, when you see it driving, you will know that it's just a Tesla Model 3. And I just want to say Gen 2, kind of like how you have the old body 3 Series, and then when they came out with a new one, something like that. I didn't expect Tesla to do that. I just kind of like expected them to just keep the same style and just upgrade it every year. But they did the iPhone switch. You know, you probably had an iPhone 15, 16 came out, made no difference. Now the 17 is different and all that. The trunk, there's nothing that, I mean, it's different in the back too. It's just everything looked more new. I can't really tell right now, but from my car, I feel like this, the rear, it chops off and it almost makes it kind of like hatchback, kind of almost like some old Honda Civics or the newer Honda Civics or just any hatchback car. It kind of, the trunk ends too abruptly for me. Like it makes the trunk too small. If it would have just extended it out just a little bit more. But I'm saying it's probably like a compact car. It goes with the small cars like the 3 Series, Audi A3, Mercedes C300, or the CLA. But yeah, I feel like just the trunk probably cuts off just a little too small. But it's a deep trunk. And yeah, I don't know. Feels kind of weird. I don't know. It feels more abruptly stopped in the back. Like the back is just small. I don't know. I don't really know how to really explain it, but it just feels like the back is small. Obviously, I know y'all probably hear the people working on the lawn and stuff. So I'm doing this is the daytime version. I'm gonna do a nighttime version. I want to get more into details, and I might just do the nighttime version, or specifically inside the vehicle and outside doing the driving scene, just to switch it up. I know a lot of the videos are during the daytime, and I don't really get to talk during the night and all that, and I don't really see too much car people doing nighttime videos. That's cinematic and stuff. So I guess stay tuned. I don't know. I'm gonna probably make a cool transition. I'm not a content creator, even though I create content. And I'm not a car reviewer, even though I talk about cars. Whatever. Just like that, I said we're gonna be doing a night take. So here we are, nighttime. I'm gonna leave the door open. Makes it look cooler, I guess, from that angle. But yeah, so the 2025 Tesla Model 3. My overall opinion on it, if you never had a Tesla, I think you should try and at least drive a Tesla if you never driven a Tesla before. That's one. For some cars, I actually do put a Tesla and its convenience over. I don't know why it's not talked about a lot or not reviewed a lot, but kind of like when I look for electric cars, I look for, or when I try to research for electric cars, I want to see what can go wrong, the difference between that and a regular gas car. And usually anything that I think of when it comes to maintenance, I feel like a Tesla is easier to maintain versus a Lexus, a Toyota, a Honda. I still won't understand how people give Tesla a hard time. Even though I haven't driven the Plaid, Tesla Model S Plaid, I've driven a Model S. I like it because of the screen. It's not as wide as this, slimmer, but then you have a regular car screen that's right there, and then it feels more carish. Like I was saying, the design with this, the slope on the back makes it, I don't know, it just makes it seem crazy. Like hatchback, like a Honda Civic or type of look. I don't know. The back just cuts off abruptly. The interior, even though it's simple, it's better with it having the screen in the back. That just makes it better than any Toyota Camry, any Honda, anything. And that's, I don't know. To me, that's what I keep categorizing or grouping this vehicle with. Its counterpart should be that, especially the Model 3. The Model S will probably be with the BMW, the Jaguar, and the Model X. Yeah, that'll be more with the BMW X6, the Benz GLE coupe, the truck coupe, and yeah, the Model Y. Think you will only get the Model Y just because it's almost family type of, and it's almost a little bit spacious, but it's not that spacious. You'll just have more headroom and more width. But I feel like if you would go with SUV, you would just get the Model X just because of how cool it is with the doors opening and up. And, you know, the Model Y is just this, but just inflated. That's just the best way to explain it. This, but inflated. And then the Model X, it got I think it's the same setup like this, and it got the thing in the middle. It's like the Model S. But yeah, I don't know. What do they call the Tesla? Is it Tesla fanboys or something like that? I don't know. I'm not a Tesla fanboy, but I understand it. I don't hate Tesla. They're just cool. I don't know if y'all group in the CEO or the face of Tesla, Elon. I don't know if y'all just putting that stigma on the vehicles, but I'm telling you, the vehicle is just straight. I haven't driven the Lucid, and I just feel like any other, I don't know, this still king of electric cars to me, Tesla. I feel like it's spearheaded and it's still ahead on the electric car list. You have more fun in a Tesla than you will have in a Toyota, that's for sure. and probably in a Lexus. But if we're grading it on the same level field, I think the Lexus, what IS, I don't even know where Lexus is at with its cars right now. But a Toyota, you definitely have more fun in this versus a Corolla or a Camry. That's for sure. A Honda Civic, definitely gonna have more fun in a Tesla versus a Honda Civic. And what's the other one? A Honda Accord. And yeah, I feel like people that aim for those cars just because of their usability and not hard to maintain, and I guess the it's cheaper to do an oil change on a Honda and all those. It's cheaper to do the spark plugs. Everything is easier. Even if you were to DIY it, it's easier to do it on those type of cars than, let's say, like a BMW, Jaguar, Audi, the higher end cars. With a Tesla, you don't have to worry about an oil change, and that's given. Like, you don't have to worry about an oil change. You don't have to worry about a spark plug. The only thing that I really noticed so far was a windshield washer fluid. That's what I put. The battery, I guess you just gotta be mindful of the battery. Don't really run it down to zero all the time, and you know, don't overcharge it and stuff like that. Probably the tires too. I think the tires would need to change. And what I never noticed, or anytime that I never reviewed it or never tried to look it up, they made it seem as if the tires are its own special. You can't put just any old tires on a Tesla, but they take regular tires just like any other regular car. I thought it was specifically made tires for electric cars, and then, but when I figured that out, I was like, okay, you could put a patch on a regular tire just like how you would do on a regular car on the Tesla. But I think the wear and tear on tires for the electric cars, I think they're more. So you'll kind of like be going through tires more, I think. I'm not too sure. Brake pads, since you don't really have to tap on the brake a lot or be on the brake as frequent as how you'll be in a regular car, I think the brake pads and braking are good as well. As far as those maintenance, those would probably be every couple every 6 months or so, or just how often you would change the oil. You don't have to do that on a Tesla. It's like, I don't know. For me, it seems as a no-brainer to just have a Tesla just for convenience. Only for people that take long trips, I can see them not liking Teslas and the inconvenience of having to charge up a lot of the times. That will be frustrating and annoying. I can see that. But other than that, nah, I don't see it. Alright, so right here, we're going to do a 0 to 60. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. 60. Yeah, that was a nice pull. That was a nice pull. Dope. Yeah, so y'all know the acceleration, all that's still the same. Torque of electric cars is just always going to be that instant. Another difference is the battery percentage. I don't think mine is bad. I got about 30,000 miles on my Model 3. This got about 2,000. And then on top of that, this is the new one, the 2025. And yeah, 100% on my car. It goes up to 201 miles, 204. Right now, this is at, let's see, man, come on, 77%, and we have 250 miles, 259 miles. So yeah, and then I'm thinking at full, this probably pull 300 plus, and that will be perfect. For me, that would be perfect. my car, kind of like daily driving is not bad, but for like someone trying to take it from Miami to Orlando, they'll find it frustrating having to stop probably like once or twice before they even get to Orlando. Some cars can just fully gassed up, or some like this will probably be fully charged up. You can make it to Orlando in that one trip. But yeah. So right now I'm gonna let it do the autopilot and kind of figure its own self out from here. All right, everything is everything. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, there's a little part. Man, you do that. So now we have the. So it comes to like stops like this. It'll pull out. That's dope. But it was a corner just like that. Say that car was, let's just say it was a one lane. It would have tried to get ahead of the car because it was confused on the speed that it might be going. And humans don't. So they might speed up or, something like that. And then it just wasn't comprehending. And then it just kind of like stopped. I like the kind of, the summon feature. I don't know if it's just to drive it straight out, or I don't know if you can really call the car to your location, let it drive by itself and come pick you up. I haven't tried it. I might try it, but I know you could just kind of like drive it out of a spot. I think that's what it was intended for, to drive it out of a tight spot. Let's say if you are wedged in between two cars in a parking spot because people don't know how to drive or park and don't want to get in the car, and you just let it drive out so you could give yourself some room to hop in. That feature is useful. And yeah. So the autopilot, it's not as strict as how the Cybertruck was. Last time when I was driving in the Cybertruck, it was more aggressive on telling me to pay attention to the road, keep looking at the road. Oh, that's dope. See, it got over because it seen this car was gone. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I'm trying to think on how it's thinking about driving in this. I don't know. When you give up that, I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. But you see, hands up, hands off the wheel, no foot on the brake, it's stopping on its own. I guess this feature would just be useful for somebody that's very lazy or don't care to drive or don't like driving at all. I can see that being something like someone who don't like to drive and they just get their Tesla and then just hop in and be like, all right, I don't feel like driving right now. All right, just take over. I'm gonna pay attention, but just take over. But even if those people that don't want to do that, it's like, why you even got the car for, or what you even have a car for, if you're not gonna be the one just driving it. I don't know, but the future is close to where I could already see that kind of like iRobot future where cars are autonomous and just driving by itself and it doesn't need a human unless you human override type of thing. But for me, someone that thinks a lot and just, like I said, I like to be behind the wheels driving. So for me, it's kind of like anxious just having it drive itself for me and me not pay attention, or me not just driving it. I want to see how it reacts around the roundabouts as well. So let's see how it goes. And then in Florida, in Miami especially, it's kind of like a lot of flat roads and everything is kind of straight, left, straight. Like the road is a road. Road is intended, but somewhere that's like New York, where it will be a road like this, and then it just cuts straight into a highway. Now, I always try to find it interesting on how it reacts to areas like that, or somewhere like Atlanta, where it has a whole bunch of hills and roundabouts and stuff. Okay, so it got me to the location I was about to do. Is it gonna stop in the center? I believe it may. Oh no, it's still. Where did I put the location at? Well, I guess. But yeah, that was that. Driving experiences. I don't know. The driving experience is great. I like the feel. And if I was that person that liked to be chauffeured, I would definitely consider just having a Tesla and just having this, definitely having this feature of just having it drive me around instead of me driving. If I was the person that likes to be chauffeured, but I'm not that type of guy. The thing with Tesla is that people gotta know, you gotta, don't drive it down to zero. It's not a cell phone. I don't even understand how people with a cell phone let their battery go all the way to zero and then, gotta charge it up and, I don't know, just work their phone all the way down to zero. And they do the same thing to a car, and it's like, yo, you can't do that. I think in the long run, it will mess up your phone if you just keep running your phone down to zero. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm guessing it will, or your battery just won't function the same. With the car, especially, it's going to be more delicate. So if you're running the car down, especially a car that's just meant to drive and go places on a full battery, or a battery with sufficient power, and it's just a battery operated car, you're going to quickly damage that and then just end up messing up the car. That's why I feel like that will be the only thing for electric cars that you would just mess up if you're that type of person that, oh, I forgot to charge my phone, but I'm gonna just operate the day on what the battery is at right then and there. You go to sleep, you don't put your phone on the charger, so you have like 80 to 100% on your phone when you wake up, and you just get up and just automatically just start going about your day with like a 20% phone, and then getting a little bit of charge here and there. Those type of people, I don't think you should get a Tesla, because the way your mindset is with a phone, you're gonna take that with the car that runs on a battery that you gotta charge, and you're gonna just end up destroying it. Like, the easy way to do it is late night like this. If you don't have a setup at your house, and if you have the wall unit, it don't take as long as if you had just using a regular house plug. If you're using a regular house plug, it takes about 24 hours to get to 70, 80%. I'm not too sure about this. I haven't tried it with this, but with my car, it will take 24 plus hours to go from 2%, somewhere all the way down like that, all the way back to 70, 80%. And then with a wall mount, it's almost like half that. Or the in unit, the built-in unit, it's almost like half that. And yeah, if you do something like that just at nighttime, just charge it up. Or if you go to a supercharger, it don't take as long. It take about 30 minutes. 30 minutes or less, just depending on where your battery is. And you just fully charge it, take it to the crib, and you be ready for the next day. But yeah, for people that just run it down to zero, this is just not going to be for you. And I feel like that's the only tip that I could give for y'all in taking care of an electric car. But everything, to me, is me. I'm not very much of a talker. Everything should just be almost self-explanatory, and it's just hard to explain things that just should be. Yeah, tapping in. Let's go.